Hi everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I thought I would share with you my pregnancy album. I am nowhere near done, but I have gotten my first trimester done. And I know that there's a video a while back that has a share, but I completely changed it. I hated the way that it was going, so I did a few changes, and you'll see it's a big change. So first off, this didn't change. It still says I can't talk, sorry. Our first little one story through his 9 months inside. So that's the point of what this is about. This part's the same, it still says pregnancy, but I added the doily and I added the album in the orange. So that's the change to the front cover. This is also basically the same. It still says pregnancy in this. What I did change is this. If you remember, if you watch my video, it was just this blue also went into pink and that part, and I didn't like it at all. So what I did is I took off the pink, and then to cover up what I had done, I did a little tiny bit of painting on this, and it was originally gray and I just added a tiny bit of blue. Added this love you little banner, another little banner, and it says adorable, and then this pink heart. So that's what I did to change that. And this is also different now. So same quote, same little birdies, just a tiny bit different. So this little black banner was also still there. And, oops, this is falling off. Oh no. I'll have to glue it down better. So that banner was still there, and I just lifted it up and then took, I had written, I don't know if you can see, I just put pattern paper down in the pink, and then it's still the same quote. So, no one else will ever know the strength of my love for you. After all, you're the only one who knows what my heart sounds like from inside. That's the quote. I love the quote. It's so pretty. So, I added in a doily and some washi tape and made some of the words bigger, and I really like the way that that turned out. I think that looks a lot better than it had previously. And this is also changed. So, from now on, basically everything is different now. So once again, I just added, this piece of paper was already, this pattern paper was down. This is part of the book. But there was stuff up here, so I just covered it, added some washi tape, and then some arrows with baby sayings and cute and love, some pattern paper, and a little border sticker. And I did this pattern paper and washi tape down here with a little tab, and this doesn't come out, it's just a decorative piece. And then it's the same poem, I just rewrote it. So there's that part, and I added just some, little fun things. So some hearts and a star and another little tab that doesn't pull out or anything, just a decorative element. The title of what the poem is called, another little banner that says so sweet. And then the 9 is under a cloud and some stars. And with this 9, I just did some stamping, and I think I did stamping, and I sprayed it, and I did lots of stuff to make it look pink and blue, because at the beginning you don't know if you're having a boy or girl, and I wanted to kind of make it seem like I hadn't known. And this page I did the mommy page. So this was me when I was about 6 months old or so, 6 or 7, maybe even 8. I'm not really sure, but in the middle. So a few months, and then this is a recent picture from maybe this spring. And then I just did a banner that says love to fill up this little space because it looked funny, and I added washi tape at the top and the bottom, and I carried that washi tape on to this side so it kind of was a little more cohesive. And this side is the picture of Sean, and I think he's about 9 months old in this picture, so I'm probably 9 months old too, because they're both sitting up really straight. I don't know, we're babies, that's the whole point, right? And then an updated picture of Sean, and this was taken on his birthday of this year. And then to fill up this little space, so there's still space here, but I added this little owl, and it just says daddy. So originally I had this mommy and this daddy down, and so I added everything else with the pictures and everything else. But I had this page planned out, and I didn't have to change anything. So this is the original pattern paper, and so is this part of the actual album that I had originally bought. And my first trimester, This also is the same, with the exception of it's the same wording and everything. I just changed the pattern paper behind it. It was just plain colors and I didn't really like that. So I just changed that and rewrote it. And then I have little, oh my goodness, Christy, little brads that are on there. And so I popped all of these up on pop dots so you could see the brads wouldn't look funny and they weren't sticking through and everything. So it looked a lot better this way. And I also changed up here just the pattern paper. So that's also a bit of a change with this added heart. And I think the one was still there. So, and I think I may have added this as well. This little banner with the heart and the one. But everything else, so it's the same concept. It's just a little more updated. And then this page was blank. I had done this. I had done the test because I knew that's what I wanted the page to be about, but I hadn't added anything else. So I just layered a whole bunch of washi tape, and then I put my picture on a 3x4 Project Life card, and then I did my journaling about it down here. So I have a little QR code I could add about finding out. So I may add that, but I think my journaling kind of says it all, so I don't know that it's needed. So let's see. And this is where things got really different. So what had happened is I had, like, this was blown up to a 6 or a 5x7 card. Each one of these were a 5x7 card, and they took up each spot. And I was doing it free-handed, and it was okay. I mean, it would have worked just fine, but it's not really my style, and I decided to make it more me. So I covered the original piece of paper with this cute blue pattern paper, added some washi tape and these cute little hello baby little things, cutouts, and then each one of these pictures are backed up by the same Project Life card, the 3x4s, and then like the first 2 weeks the wording was spread out so much that it needed to be bigger, and then it gets smaller. So they're not the same, they don't look the same, but that's alright. And when I got my pictures back, the top you couldn't read what anything said, so the top is in black and then it's in white as you can read it. And then I just use the numbers to title which week it was, along with some more washi and a little bit of a pattern paper stripe down there. So there's that. This page is also, it was the same concept. So this picture was there, and I had something like this, it just was in a different one. So I just traced out the bracket in the pink, added this pink overlay on top with, there's this little heart as well. And then it just, and I changed the title, and it's on another overlay. So it's on an overlay on an overlay. And this is, I'm going to have to really be careful with this. Maybe I'll go back and staple it or something. And it's just called a balloon baby. And then I put some pattern paper down on this because there was a mess underneath this. And you can see the original paper was this green. And I just layered these cute little elephants holding hearts. And then I put a glassine bag down into the pocket because this is a pocket. So I just put it down there, and I did my journaling about why we called him the balloon baby. So there's that, and that gets tucked away so you can lift it up whenever you want to read it. So I really like the way that that turned out. And then on the back side, it was about all the books that I had read while I was pregnant with him. And this was all the way through being pregnant with him, but I just figured it was a good place to put it. So I just titled it Sweet Books, and with 2 different, so this is just a cut apart thing. And not a cut apart, it's just a cut out, thank you, that's the word I'm looking for. And then just a little moon cutout, and then some sequences. And this is just a sticker that I traced with my brown pen to highlight the stars, and then title it, and then just the pictures of the books that I had read. And here is my week 9 and 10. And it is covering a little bit of the wording here, but excuse me, that's okay. All it was saying was how I had gotten books, so kind of tied into that anyways. I added a few wood veneers. I did really big 9 and 10, and So this little bow, and then up here, it was summer at the time, so I just wrote Happy Summer, another wood veneer, a little banner, and an arrow pointing to it that says Life is Beautiful. So I liked it. I did some misting. It's a little Eastery looking to me, but that's okay. I think tying it in with the teal, it ended up working pretty well. So I liked the way that that looked as well. And we flip. And I love this one. So this one is my ultrasound pictures, the progression, because I did almost all of my ultrasound pictures in my first trimester. So I just did a little banner that says love. And then it's backed with some black pattern paper on this pink, and this is also not the original pattern paper, so it's been layered. And then just another little poem, and it just says, our life together has just begun. You stole my breath, embraced my heart. I love you from the very start. You're part of me, my little one. So I think that's a really cute little poem, so I added that to it along with all of that. So nice and simple. And this one is, when we told my mom and dad and my best friend that I was pregnant, I caught it on video. So that's what these QR codes are, and I just titled it Watch and Listen. And the one about my friend Tara and her now husband finding out, it's hilarious. So anyways, I just did the QR codes with that, and I layered some sticker up here. They're just kind of border stickers, so I did that up there. And then this brown was the original pattern paper, so this part had rips and stuff in it, so I just did half of it. And I did music notes to kind of represent the listening part of it. I had a little washi tape, and then these are on some Project Life cards. So there's that one. And here, I love the way this is. So it says bump 11 to 13. It's supposed to represent week 11 through 13, and with a happy, so I just did 3 little hearts. And then here are my 3 pictures. And it kind of shows a little bit of a progression, how I kind of slowly started to get a bit of a bump. And there's some pattern paper back there. And you can see that this isn't the original color I had chosen, or paper that it was on. It was on this really bright paper. So, and I just used a really big photo frame backed in pattern paper. So this is a really simple layout, but I think it looks pretty cute. And then moving day, this has no pictures whatsoever. It's just talking about Sean and I moving in together and how it was the hottest day of the entire summer last year. And so that's all it's doing. It's just talking about that. Lots and lots of journaling with a little border sticker. And then this one is just, I love this paper, is the original paper. I love this pattern paper. And so I had a little bit of a mess up tearing in here. So I just layered it with this pretty tealy green one. Title it Instagram. And I just did 4 Instagram pictures that had happened during my first trimester. So I really liked that. I think that looks pretty cute. This one's blank. I still couldn't decide what to do with it. So it is not on its original. This is not the original pattern paper. I added it. So I'm still trying to think of what to do, and I may just leave it. It's such pretty pattern paper. I may just leave it as a pretty little thing. And then here is my Facebook announcement that I posted about being pregnant, and how I told everyone the day of my birthday or the day after my birthday. Added a little bit of embellishment here. It's on a photo overlay, overlays the photo of Sean and I, although it's bigger. But there's, you know, what we had wrote, and then the fact that I posted it on my birthday. So I really liked the way that that had turned out as well. And the last one for the trimester, it's just the blog post. And I had done a blog post about my first trimester loves and the things that helped me get through it. So I tried many different ways to make it work. I didn't have Microsoft Word to be able to just print it out on a piece of paper. So I just snapped photos of segments of the article or of my post, and so then I just did it like this, and you can just read it. So really simple, nothing super exciting. Maybe I could add a little bit of embellishment down here if I wanted to, but yeah, I really like the way that that turned out as well. And then it flips, and I haven't done anything. This had already been done the second trimester, so there's that. And then what I'm going to work on soon for my second trimester and then start getting into that. So I have a lot to do. I still have some of my original pictures that I decided to use and lots of room of stuff to do. But like, see, this is an older one that I had done. It said baby names. So it works. I mean, you could use it, but I know I can make it better. So I will. So there's just a little example of what I had done. And the only thing that I do know I'm going to keep the same is I had done this family tree, and I'm going to start down here with Jackson and then work my way up our family tree. So I'm excited to do that. And this eventually is going to get torn off of this page and put somewhere else because I thought I would do a little bit of his first day being born, because I have more pages than I do pictures to, or even things to just talk about for the next 2 trimesters left to document. So there's that. And I also just wanted to quickly show you how I'm storing anything to do with my pregnancy album. So I got this box from Michael's, and I love the color of it. But in it is just anything and everything to do with what could happen with his album. So I have these cute little wood veneers to add, some more pictures. It's just got lots and lots of goodies. But this is how I store them all. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. It's got the pictures and everything. So I'm not worried about these pictures. I know some people will be like, ah, why are you doing that? But the book it's an open book anyway, so people are going to be touching it. So I'm not really worried about the fact that they're in there. But yeah, so that's what I have to share with you. And hopefully I will be back with just a regular process video coming up soon, and then some more album share as I complete it. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!